Okay, let's look at another example of the permutation formula and the fundamental counting principle we keep using again and again with those choices idea. But anyways, let's just try it. Consider the word oranges. Okay, well, let's count it. Oh, it's just there. We don't have to count it. It's a 7-letter word. If they can be repeated, we know it's 7 to the 7th power because you got 7 choices and 7 boxes. 7 times 7. And the fundamental counting principle says we're supposed to multiply them together, and we get 823,543. But if you're not allowed to repeat them, it's 7 choices, 6, 5, 4, all the way down to 1. It's 5,040. How many 4-letter word arrangements can be made if it can be repeated? 4-letter words. 4-letter words. Well, it's time for the permutation. If it can be repeated, it's 7 choices. If it can be repeated, you've got 7 choices in the first box, 7 in the next, 7 in the next, 7 to the 4th power. But if it can't be repeated, it's 7 factorial over 7 minus 4 factorial, which is 3 factorial. But press that button in your calculator, 7p4. You've got 7 things to choose from, and they're going in 4 slots. The answer is 850. Okay, now here's another idea that gets a little bit tricky. They don't ask this question very often. Some textbooks that we've got are filled with these questions. So let's just take a look at it. The number of different ways n letters can be arranged where a of them are identical, b of them, and c. If you've got letters that are identical and you want to arrange, all you do is put those things in the bottom. That's a trick. They don't ask this question so much, but if they do, it's easy to do and really hard if you don't know how to do it. So just go, if you've got a triple letter, just 3 factorial. If one letter is doubling up, 2 factorial. Just put it in the bottom of the fraction of the number of letters you got in the top. Let's look at a question. You've got the word needed. How many 6-word arrangements can be made if the repeated letters are all treated as different? Well, like that's E1, that's E2. Then it's just going to be 6 factorial. But if they're treated as identical, then what you do is you divide by the 3 E's, that's 3 factorial, and divide by the 2 D's, that's 2 factorial. If it does come up, it's such an easy thing if you know the trick, and if you don't, you could be sitting wondering what the heck to do for a long time. If you're doubling up on letters and they're treated as identical, just divide by that factorial. If you had 4, I don't know how many I's are in Mississippi, but whatever you got, if there's 6 of them, you go divide by 6 factorial, and there you go.